Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, March 14th, and I am Laurie Baracco, and I look forward to connecting with all of you today. And today I'm going to be talking about crafting your own spells, your own intentions. And I will wait a moment or two for everyone to receive the notification that I have gone live. And I do have some notes. I added a blog so that you can all follow along and or read at your own leisure. So here we go. I'm going to pop that link in, and I'll wait just a little bit for everybody to receive the notification that I'm here. And so I'm wearing my green today for St. Patrick's Day, and I am not Irish, but I embrace the culture. I embrace the theme. So I'm here to celebrate. And I see some people are receiving the notification. If you can hear me and see me, just let me know. And I know some of you will be tuning in afterwards for the live with the replay. A lot of times I get that hashtag replay. So whether you're watching on YouTube or my Laurie Baracco Facebook business page or the Mystical Moon page, or you are joining from the Astral Lounge, please say hello. Let me know that you have received the notification and you are joining. I'll wait a moment because I know there's a little bit of a delay. And in the meantime, I am going to set the space with my sacred smudge mixture, as I usually do. I'll get to chatting and we'll get the party started. Hello, good morning, everybody. Woo, there goes my sage. All right, sage. And I also put in some of the, I added to my smudge mixture, which has white sage. I added the Ganesh Star Child resin incense, the natural incense, which looks like it has some copal and maybe some frankincense. It smells wonderful. And so Ganesh is the Hindu deity that helps us with removing obstacles. And I just figured, hey, let's add Ganesh to this mixture with my sage. I like to blend different herbs for different intentions with my smudge mixture. So here we go. So we're going to begin. Good morning, everyone. Top of the morning to you. Okay, so we got a nice smoke going. So let's all take a moment to receive the sacred blessings of this mixture, of the sacred plants, of the sacred resins and saps with the intentions, embracing all of it. And I wish you could all smell how wonderful this smells. It smells so wonderful, delicious, activating. So let's call in the light. Let's align with the light. We call in our helpers, our guides. We call in peace. We align with peace. We call in wisdom and align with wisdom that's always available to all of us. And allowing the sacred mixture to cleanse our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, helping it cleanse and move out of our energy fields, our auric fields, what does not serve us, helping us to experience a refreshing feeling. And I'm calling in community, supportive community. And I am so grateful for this opportunity to connect with all of you in this way. And so it is. All right. So there's a little bit more smudge for you. We need just a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Just a little bit more, sending those blessings to all of us. And so one of the things I do too with smudging, and I'm going to go over a little bit of cleansing today, is when I come into the space, I always take the time, and I really try to get here early. And it's really important to me to get here early. So say if I'm opening shop, I come in, I put my things to the side, and I begin to set the space. So I will take a smudge mixture. I'll go around and really smudge the entryway really well, having it have infusing the feeling of cleansed, refreshed, peace, and setting that tone. And I make sure I spend extra time at that doorway, the threshold. And then I go around to the whole space and I thank the space for the opportunity to connect with community, to do what I love, for the opportunities to connect with people for so long. We took that spirit of the moon with us from Fort Myers. We connected and merged the different frequencies that were anchored in here in the Bonita store and the Fort Myers store. So we welcome and imbue all of the energies and blend them together. And I thank Spirit for that opportunity. And then what I often do is I take a little bit of Florida water like this, and I will put a little dab or two on a paper towel or a cloth, and I wipe down the different surfaces. And I infuse it with blessings and peace and joy and healing and so on and so forth. And then I am ready to start the day. So I did want to talk about that. So you may have heard me mention that before. So there you go. It's a repeat, a refresher, a reminder. And I often need those too. So before I get into the material, I just wanted to touch base with all that's been going on. It was so nice to see so many of you at Candace's Spring Mystic Fair yesterday at the Etudes de Ballet Studio. So lovely to see everyone there. And then a couple of weeks ago, we were at the Bell Tower at the Doubletree Hilton. I was going to say Triple Crown. No, the Doubletree Hilton at Bell Tower at the hotel there for the Illuminate Festival Fair. And it was so wonderful to see so many people that I haven't seen in so long for the last couple of months who haven't made the trip down to Bonita yet. And so I know so many of you will be going to the Sanibel Candle Company, the candle bar that is our satellite location at the Bell Tower, Unit 151 by Dave and Buster's and across from McGregor's. So we have a lot of our products there. Not the whole store, but we have the basics. We have my sprays, the candles, sage, incense, crystals, the mini chime candles as well. Some decks of cards, and I know I'm forgetting some things. Palo Santo. Bracelets, definitely lots of bracelets there. I know those are so popular. Everybody's really loving the bracelets and stacking them and so on and so forth. And I will be hosting my Crystal Bowl meditation there the second Friday of the month at 7 p.m. So starting in April. Off the top of my head, I do not have that date. But anyways, hello, welcome. Good morning, everyone. So good to see everyone. And I dropped the link in. I'll drop it again for today's topic. And so I'm going to move back and forth as I usually do with my notes. Hello and good morning. I see so many people joining us here. Good morning. Hi, Misty. Good morning. Good morning, Linda and Anne. So good to see everyone. All right. Oh, I wanted to say one thing as you're catching this live. I have received quite a lot of feedback from people who have said that they have not been able to catch the lives. If you're on Facebook, please remember to check the notification tab. I know that somewhere there on Facebook, maybe on the page or in the group, it's that little bell. Make sure you click that so that you're notified when we go live. I try to go live here every other Sunday. And if there's something extra special that's going on the day before or that day, I may not go live, but I'll let everybody know especially within the group, the Astral Lounge group. Good morning, more friends. Hey, good morning. It's about 4 a.m. by Donna. Wow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh my goodness, that is early. And good morning, another Ohio friend. That might be Barbara. I think it's Barbara. Anyway, so good morning, everybody. So here we go. We're going to get into some of the material and we'll take it from there. And feel free to share your thoughts, your comments. It's always an open format. Okay, so here we go. So you have the link for the material with my blog. So the word spell has a rich history and etymology that ties into the idea of casting spells in a magical or intentional space. The Old English word spell originally meant a saying, tale, or history, and was related to the Proto-Germanic spellum, meaning to tell. Over time, the meaning of the word evolved to include the idea of a magical formula or incantation, as well as the act of naming or writing the letters that make up a word. This connection between language and magic is deeply rooted in many cultures, where words and names are believed to hold power and influence over the world around us. By spelling out our intentions, whether through written or spoken words, we are actively shaping and creating our reality. So it's a really profound concept if you step back and think about that. Wow. I am co-creating with the universe with what I write down and with what I say and what I speak. And so with that being said, we can also go down that rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, what have I said? What words have I spoken? And so on and so forth. It's really important that we are intentional with that. And I know we can also get tripped up with there are teachings or beliefs that the universe doesn't understand the word not, or this, that, or the other thing. What's most important is you remember is the energy, the vibration, the tone, and the emotion behind your speaking of the word, of saying it with that vibration. That is more important than worrying if the universe is going to be able to filter out or add in not or please or a double no or something like that. I'm not making light of it, but I want you to really not get caught up in all of those belief traps. Does that make sense? I hope that makes a little bit of sense there. Yeah. And I'll wait a moment to see if everybody, I just want to see this or hear the feedback around that, right? What's most important is the energy, the emotion, the feeling, the intention behind it. And just because you spoke something, it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. There are the aspects of action or inaction, right? Do we shift our proactivity or receptivity, or are there belief systems kind of in the way that are not aligning or welcoming in the potential for what we are trying to create? Yeah. Hello, good morning. Good morning. All right, I'm going to go into more of the notes. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Roxanne. Okay, so magical spells are a powerful way to harness our intentions and manifest our desires in the world around us. Whether we realize it or not, we are constantly creating spells with our thoughts, words, and actions. However, by consciously creating our spells, we can align ourselves more fully with our intentions and bring about positive change in our lives. To create your own magical spell, start with deciding on a specific intention or goal. And it really is important to think about, well, what do I want to focus my energy on, right? It's important to focus one intention at a time, as having too many can lead to confusion and chaos. It really can, because then I want it all right now. Well, of course you can have it all, but let's kind of like work through specific things that we want to channel our energy and learn from it. And I know many of you have heard me repeat this before or say this before, but so I'm repeating myself. But the intention, the focus is not going to magically make something happen. Lighting that pink candle is not automatically going to bring in a soulmate. What it will do is it will bring to your intention, because of your words and your intention, it will bring to your attention where you may not be in alignment with your intention, right? So focusing on one thing at a time is going to help us understand where maybe we're getting in the way, or maybe there are steps we could be more proactive, or maybe we're overlooking some things that are trying to take form for us. Yes. So however, by consciously crafting our spells, we align ourselves more fully with our intentions and bring about positive change in our lives. I might have read that already. Okay, so yeah, I did, right? So, oh my gosh, I'm skipping around. Consider whether you want to use any particular elements, products, or tools in your spell, such as crystals, candles, sprays, or mixtures. So, kind of mapping it out is really going to help you with it's kind of the fun part of it too, those action steps. And I'm gonna hold on one sec. We're gonna take care of that right now. Bye-bye, friend. Okay. I've noticed this the last couple of times that I've been live that those spammers get in here. Anyway, so by deciding what you want to use with your spell can really, it's part of the fun part, right? Of selecting certain intentional objects to hold a frequency or maybe visually create a certain response from you on a soul level as well, right? But having too many things, it makes it kind of a little chaotic, and you might be more focused on those things rather than your intention. And I know I've said this before too, but if you you don't have access to all of the things, maybe just use your words and writing it down, right? Or you don't have pen and paper. Let me take a moment and really refocus my energy and bring my attention and my awareness to my inner self and use those spoken words. And by the way, there are, I don't know if I have this in my notes or not, there are pre-written spells and intentions, right, that you can use as well, or you can create your own. There is no difference really. It is all, again, the energy and the intention behind your intention. Let's just see. Hello, Millie. Good morning. All right. Back to my notes. So next, create an altar or sacred space to serve as a focal point for your magical intentions. This could be a small table or shelf decorated with meaningful objects such as photographs, crystals, or candles. Be sure to include representations of the 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and spirit if you are creating an altar. These elements are the building blocks of creation, and they help us with harnessing that manifestation. And if you don't have access to creating an elaborate altar, then a candle, your paper, a focal point, you can sit outside in nature and have your focal point be a tree, a flower, a pathway, the sunrise, the sunset, the water, so on and so forth, right? That focal point is going to help you with where you're going to create this vortex and channel that energy. So before beginning your spell, take some time to clear and purify your space and yourself. This could involve smudging with sage or Palo Santo, or taking a ritual bath, or simply taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. It's important to work your magic in a private setting where you feel safe and grounded, right? So taking that, this is a huge step that I know will make the difference with you being able to relax and enjoy the process. There's something really sweet and magical about working with intention and ritual and ceremony that I find, I don't know, what's the word I want? It's familiar to me. It reminds me of another lifetime or 2 or 3. And I do think that we wouldn't have as much stress in our lives, and we wouldn't feel as lost if we did more ceremony and more ritual and more meditation. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be your ceremony or ritual is welcoming the new day with the sun, taking a few moments and watching the sunrise, drinking your coffee, journaling, breathing, being present with what's taking place. That is a ritual, right? So people may say, my daily ritual is maybe I wash my face, I put on whatever, and so on and so forth. I know that these routines help us with that sacredness and slowing down and being present in the moment. And clearing your space and yourself is an important part of that process. That's why whenever I work with training people and guiding them or mentoring them with private sessions with clients, whether you're a healer, a massage therapist, a counselor, setting that space really is going to benefit you, your client, and help you not become as corded or pulled out of that channel, and so on and so forth, by taking that time and space to set your space. I'm going to see if we have any feedback or comments. And yeah, and so one of the comments here is Millie's sacred space is an altar is in her bedroom. And you can also have an altar, and your sacred space can be outside. As I mentioned, it can be outside, right? Wherever you feel like this is my place to go within. I feel safe, I feel connected, and I notice that I am better for it. I'm recharged. All right. So then you're ready to craft your spell, gather your supplies, what you need. It could be a crystal, it could be an oil, it could be a spray, it could be, then you want to grab your pen and paper or ink and any other tools or ingredients you've chosen to include. It could be a mixture, right? Like say I wanted to work with my sage Ganesh mixture, I might need my lighter, my herbs, my maybe a bell, and maybe a shell or a little cauldron, and I gather all my supplies. Has it happened where as I was gathering my supplies, I set the space and I started my ceremony or ritual, and I thought, oh, I forgot something. I always acknowledge the space. If I say, oh shoot, I forgot my feathers, my feather wand. Okay, with sacredness, I will bow out of my sacred space that I've created, that energy, and it's still humming. And so I have reverence with that whole process too, right? And I'm like, I'll be right back. Pardon me. And then I come back in with that sacred feel, that or the honoring of spirit. So depending on the type of spell you're working, it could involve lighting a candle, placing crystals on your altar, anointing yourself with oil. As you work your magic, pay attention to any thoughts or feelings or sensations that may arise. These can be clues to any obstacles or challenges you may need to overcome in order to manifest your intention, right? So all of this is part of the magical workings. And there are like downloads, and there's guidance, and there are clues and keys and codes that are dropped into the whole intentional ritual ceremony experience. Right? So that's why you always want to try to have a pen and paper nearby or pencil to journal what's going on. Like, oh, that's interesting. Let me just jot that down, and maybe I'll go back and visit that download that came through that experience. Okay. It's important to remember that magic takes time to work, intention, right? And sometimes the universe has its own timeline. The universe always has its own timeline, right? So that can be the most frustrating part of any of this and all of it, is that I want it now, I want it yesterday, and now I've got to wait. I've done all the things I'm supposed to do. Now what? And Spirit says, now you wait. Because there are things that may need to take place with other people involved, or within the collective, or within yourself. Certain experiences that we're saying we're going to put this intention on a hold for now, right? And let life happen. You need to go experience life, go about your journey. And then as you travel along your journey and navigate down that pathway or two, that this intention is going to be aligned, and that the synchronicities will align for you. So don't be discouraged if you don't see results right away, and trust that whatever unfolds is for the highest good of all involved. Keep an eye out for signs and synchronicities that may be related to your spell, such as unusual animal sightings or songs on the radio. Once your spell is complete, take time to express gratitude to your helper, spirit guides, and highest self. Gratitude is a powerful way to seal your intention and open yourself up to receiving the blessings you've asked for. And remember, magic is a personal practice and there's no one right way to do it. Trust your intuition and let the creativity guide you as you craft your own spells and rituals. With practice and patience, you'll learn to begin to see the magic unfold in your life in beautiful and unexpected ways. I'm going to go over here to see if any questions. All right. So, and comment. So Millie has a comment. She noticed something she has noticed well is the direction that the altar faces is important for her. Right. So, that is a powerful key as well. So there are certain, frequencies in each direction, specific frequencies in each direction. In the east, the east is the new beginnings, the element of air, the eagle, the winged ones, Archangel Raphael. In the south, we have Michael, fire element, horses and wolves. In the west, we have water, emotions and feelings. And then we have Gabriel in the west, we have the bear in the west, and we have the whales in the west. And in the north, the ancestors, the direction of the element of earth and Archangel Uriel and completion. And in the center is spirit, right? So those elements definitely add to your magical intention and experience. So Roxanne has a question. So working with Bridget, yes, in a recent post on any tips. So Bridget does help us with the time of Imbolc, which is about new beginnings and maybe and gestation, some things that are maybe you're sitting with and asking her to help support you. She's very much connected with the element of fire. So I'm not sure if you're wondering what tips with Bridget, but I would work with the different correspondences, right? So there's the shape of the egg. She works with snakes. I would work with candle magic for sure. And, she may not be a light and fluffy archetype, but she's going to help you, but you just have to do your part. And that was very strong during that goddess circle that Pam hosted, that I heard her say as we were calling in the elements and setting the space. She said, I am here and I am here to help and assist, but you all need to take responsibility for where you're at and take accountability for your actions and inactions. You need to do your part. I will help support you. I have your back, but it's a give and take. And it was a loving message, but it was assertive. So she's going to help you with that assertiveness. Yes. Roxanne, I also am hearing too that maybe playing some music in the background that's dedicated to Bridget. I know there have to be many songs that are dedicated, maybe listening to some Celtic music, some Celtic drumming, or singing or chanting that might help as well with her too. And you're welcome, Roxanne. I hope that helped a little bit. It doesn't need to be very complicated, right? We can say, okay, I am calling her in. I'm welcoming her. And on your altar, you can have some offerings with some of the different herbs or spices or crystals or things that she likes. Yes. So something I did not put in the notes here with the blog was about the intentional magic. And again, I'm going to reiterate something that I share all the time, and that is with your spells, your incantations. Do not try to put anyone else's name in your incantations and your magical workings. You can ask for guidance and assistance to help with certain relationship issues. If there is tension between someone or misunderstanding, ask spirit to help. You could do some type of healing magic to help with supporting the situation on your part, to help you understand your role in things and to help you work through some of the obstacles. What will happen then is we will see examples will be brought up for us, right? And I see what's going on there. And one thing I do encourage people to do when they're struggling with a situation, say a romantic one, or like a romantic, or you could even use this in a career situation. If working at Publix is for my highest and best good at this time, I ask that some of the obstacles and the challenges be removed, and that I'm aware of what they are to help me navigate that pathway. If working at Publix is not for my highest and best good, I ask that Spirit help me transition in a loving, harmonious way that's for the highest and best good of all parties involved. And that's a nice, a cleaner, nicer, more integrity way of shifting that energy. Okay, I'm just going to check in on the comments. Yes, Roxanne. So Roxanne, she likes that. She needs that assertiveness, and that does help. Excellent. And and I do want to see this too, that if you're working with different deities, they have their general overarching theme of their archetype and what they help with, but they're multifaceted and multidimensional and multi-layered. And so if someone may work with, say, Freya or Sophia or Bridget, and they are receiving a certain flavor, right? Kind of like with food, right? A certain flavor of that aspect, a facet, right? And it might be completely different than what someone else experiences with that being, that deity, that archetype, and how and where they work with them. Okay, so just keep that in mind, right? There are the general themes and what the customs and the rituals that people work with them and to connect with them, but your relationship with each deity, with each crystal, with each candle is going to be different, just as like with different decks, like there are the traditional meanings of tarot, but your relationship with your tarot or your oracle deck is going to be different than other people's. I love when I watch another tarot reader, or if I've had a reading, or if I go for a reading with someone, I love to hear their interpretation, right? Because I have my own language, of course, and then their interpretation is in that session. It's kind of fun to hear that. And sometimes that's why we go for a reading, is to have maybe something validated, but maybe there's another aspect of that situation that I'm not quite aware of, or that maybe that I'm not seeing that part in, the part that I'm playing in that situation. Yeah. Let me see what else. I did grab this candle. So like candles like these are wonderful for intentions. Those mini chime candles that we have at the shop and online, they really are a nice, quick, easy magic. And you can write your incantation or your spell on a piece of paper. You can write it on a candle. You can write it in the air, right? You can put different symbols. You could create sigils with your magical spells as well. A sigil, S-I-G-I-L, is like a glyph language where you can create your own magical workings with symbolism and infuse an object, a candle, a space with that energy. And it's kind of like, it's fun. It's like your own little language that holds power and energy. So I'm going to see if anybody has any comments or questions. Feel free to drop those in. And I also have some cards. I've got the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. And this is it's Craft, Cast, Activate, Empower, this deck here. And we have this in-store and online. This one really has been speaking out to me. Oh, okay. All right. And so one of the comments is using the altar for ancestral healing as well. But may I invite my husband's lineage, her husband's ancestral bloodline of light as well for healing? I would say, is your husband open to this? I might ask him if he is open to this. I might ask him, right? Like outright ask him in the physical. You can always go into that intuitive meditative space too, go into that channel and ask through your higher self, asking to connect with his lineage, that collective, and see what you receive. It's kind of like long distance healing in Reiki. To ask permission is so important. So important. Okay, so if he's, I would ask him. I would ask him, and of course, yes, asking for the lineage of light and those for the highest and the best good of all, harming none and helping all. Right. So I would ask for permission. I do think that that can help because it is the blending of the families. And then, especially if you have created your own family and asking for support and healing and help from those ancestors. There are many ancestors that are most certainly waiting to welcome the opportunity to help with the healing and the magical intentions for the highest and best good of all. And they like to know that their hard work and their suffering that they put forth is appreciated and being embraced by the future generations. So healing in the present helps bring healing to the past, present, and future as well. That is kind of my validation, a little bit, kind of, sort of. With the next live I do, I might talk about shadow work a little bit, just a little drop in for a Sunday morning, not next week, but the week after. And then I'll have to take a look at April's schedule because my daughter is getting married in April. So we've got a lot of events going on then, but I'll let everybody know ahead of time when I'll be dropping in and when I'll be live. You're welcome. Okay, cool. So any other questions or comments here? Otherwise, I'll get the card shuffled and we'll see which spell Spirit is inviting you to work with. What topic, what area that you could use a little support. Maybe you're already working on it. We'll pull 3 cards and we'll see what we've got. Yep, this one. Okay. So here's card number 1. This one kept popping up, so I'm going to say that's for me for sure. Card 2 and card number 3. So 1, 2, or 3. Oh, thank you, Millie. Thank you. Excited for Nicole and Michael for sure. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. All right. So if you chose card number 1, it's a lot here, right? This is a lot. There's a lot written here, but I'm going to share it. You chose card number 1. It's beauty. Nearly everyone at one time or another has wished they were more beautiful. Everyone is beautiful and everyone has their own unique expression of beauty. However, the mythic power of a lovely face and desirable form is a very real source of power within our cultures. It can have very unhealthy manifestations. With this spell, you will conjure forth the true beauty that sleeps deep within you. This spell will help you feel beautiful, and as a result, you will radiate a kind of loveliness. Your inner beauty will blossom, and you will be like a light in the darkness. If this card is chosen, the universe wants you to know that being beautiful is a natural outcome of believing in the beauty that already exists within you. It is about letting go of the critical gaze you may have developed, the stereotypes that surround us all, and knowing within you is beauty. This spell will reconnect your inner beauty with your outer self, thus reconnecting your inner and outer selves. You will look upon your own divine form with sincere love and respect. You will become beautiful by knowing that beauty is present within you and always will be. If you've chosen a spell, much love to you. You are ready to overcome feelings of not being good enough and to embrace that you are worthy, that you're beautiful, and that you are desirable. When you cast a spell, you will be harnessing the power of your own inner beauty. This will manifest on your face, in your body, and by the way you treat yourself, and thus the way others treat you will also transform. Everyone is beautiful. We simply need to learn how to recognize and acknowledge this beauty, then radiate it outwards and the world where others can behold it. So here is the spell. On a Friday night during a waxing moon, spend a little time at your altar. On your altar, charge a little jasmine oil, just a teaspoonful blended with the base oil so it will be gentle on your skin. Visualize a circle of beautiful rose-colored light around you. and begin to truly connect with your own self and the beauty that lies within. No matter your age, your gender, your sex, your form, your face, you are beautiful. Keeping this energy intact, run a bath and pour the oil you charged on your altar into the bath. While you bathe, while you bathe, you want to chant: beauty, my soul; beauty, my form; beauty, my face at night, at dawn; beauty at birth; beauty at rest; beauty when life puts me to the test. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And by the power of 3 by 3, as I do, will, so mote it be. I know that's a lot that I just shared within that incantation. After your bath fills you with beauty and the energy of belief in your beauty, pat yourself dry, wrap yourself up gently, and go to a mirror and use a hand mirror at your altar if you have one. Gaze upon your face, your form, see imperfection. When negative thoughts come up, just observe them and let them pass. They are not the truth. Make a commitment to treasure what you have been blessed with and dedicate yourself to honoring your beauty from this time forth. This spell will come forth for you again when you have the need of being reminded of the sacred truth. Finally, let the circle of pink light around you now shimmer and gently be reabsorbed into the universe. By recognizing your own beauty, you free others to do the same and increase the vibrations of self-acceptance and self-worth around you. This is a blessing for all. I don't know if I'll have time to copy that incantation. I don't know. I almost wonder if it's on like on the internet, but let me just I'll see what I can do later. So you get the general gist of things, right? So with that being said, make sure with any oil or anything you put in your body or in your body or on your body or bathing, right? You want to make sure you're not super sensitive to it. You want to use a higher quality when you do these things. Okay. If you chose card number 2, it is number 38. This is divine guidance. When we are in a fix of some kind, we often wonder how we came to be in such a dark situation. We may turn to counseling, discussions with close friends, money or addictions to either help us or to numb us to the pain of being in such a troubled time. But there is a wonderful alternative, and that is to seek guidance and counsel, guidance and counsel to help us see the shining path that lies before us anew. If you were chosen by the spell, the universe wants you to know that it has something important planned for your life, which may be difficult for you to see or even believe at this time. The spell will connect you with a source of divine guidance, which will offer you messages that will help you steer your way through any trouble and into the new dawn that is coming for you. You will be blessed with clear direction, comfort, and a sense that all will be well. You simply need to be open to the messages. If you have chosen to cast this spell, you may be in a position where you can almost hear the guidance from sacred source. But the voices are like whispers in the wind, hard to hear, harder to make sense of, and to avoid taking action due to being unsure. The spell will connect you with divine personal advisors who wish to clarify matters for you. But as you have absolute free will, it is up to you to decide whether to follow the guidance. Cast the spell, and the guidance you seek will be clear, strong, and available to you. So this spell is best to be cast at a place where you can watch the sunset. However, you can easily modify it to be worked from your altar. You will need a clear quartz crystal and a pomegranate juice, which is more readily available, wherever is more easily to obtain. If you are doing this in your sacred space rather than outside or sunset, place a candle, your pomegranate or juice, and your clear quartz crystal on your altar. If you're watching a sunset, that is your candle. Visualize a circle of purple light all around you, flickering, shimmering, and completely alive with divine energy. Light your candle or focus on the sun going down, growing bright, red, and strong, like a star flame in the sky. Take your crystal and hold it to the light of the sun in this liminal space, or do the light of the flame that is representing the sun. Let the energy of this light move into the crystal. Chant 3 times, by this star's fire, bring me to guidance desire. Allow the flame to now inspire. Whispers from the beings that shine, who shine, with trust and goodness, let them talk. Let their message be clear and kind. And with the path of guidance I will walk. And by the power of 3 by 3, as I do, so mote it be. Feel the guides all around you come closer. You may wish to close your eyes for a moment and place the crystal on your heart. Press it gently to your third eye and then to your solar plexus. Take your pomegranate juice and either drink it or eat it slowly, relishing each drop or seed within the light of the candle or nature's beautiful sunset. To complete the spell, blow out the candle, blowing your wish into the universe. Bid farewell to the sun and ask for the blessings of the stars on the guidance you now receive. Be prepared for your intuition to be more open to the divine guidance that is all around you. Blessed be, and may you always be divinely guided. So these are some ideas on how to work the spell and the energy. And if you chose the third one, which is number 9, it's peace. Peace is a serene, balanced, calm state of being, either within us or around us. When we have that peace within us, we can withstand great challenges and move through the fire of life's hardships to create a better environment for ourselves and others. Peaceful people create peaceful environments, places, and spaces. It is a divine state of being. Just when we have confrontation or conflict in our lives, we can forget just how possible it is to create and nurture that deep space within us. If this spell has chosen you, please devote yourself to casting this spell with sincerity and with a wholehearted dedication to the creation of peace. In this way, the universe will be able to show you how to access the path to peace each day within all situations. If you have chosen this card, you are clearly ready to have some time out from the divisions about you at this time. Please open your heart to allow the peace that will find its way to you. Allow the innate calm at the center of the universe to work its enchantment every day of your life. The peace spell. You will need a candle and a lemon balm plant. If you cannot find lemon balm, rosemary, lavender, or aloe can also work wonderfully. Go to your altar and visualize a circle of clear white light all about you, strong and true. Light a candle. As the candle burns, stare into the flame and feel the flame burning through any conflict that has taken root within your life. The sacred flame will purify the toxins of discord. Visualize the flame moving throughout your body, your own internal energy, and right into your heart. Let its flame burn away conflict, but essentially let it remove the discord within you. There will always be troubles throughout this world, and even within families and homes, but there can be a deep place within you, a sacred space where the flame of peace burns. And the chant is, Bridget, there's Bridget, goddess, and your sacred name. All right within me is peace's flame. And by the power of 3 by 3, as I will do, so mote it be. When you have truly felt this, when you have truly felt this, thank Bridget, blow out the candle of peace. Then take the lemon balm and plant it by your front door. If you cannot plant it, have a pot near the entrance of your home. Its energy will bathe the entrance and clear any who enter into your home. Return to the altar and allow the sacred circle of white light to shimmer and be reabsorbed into the universe, creating peace within the world, but most importantly, creating peace within you. Anytime you feel shaken or feel discord within it, that is not helpful or being sacred, or that is not being acted upon in healthy ways. Take this light Take this candle, light it, and chant these words until peace comes to you again. Blessed be. There's your validation of Roxanne, of Bridget, of helping with the peace and that assertiveness. So these are beautiful cards, aren't they? I really haven't worked with them, but I've carried them for a very long time. So this is the Magical Spell Card Deck by Lucy Cavendish. All right. All righty, my friends. That is about all I've got for now. Let's see what else I did want to mention a couple things. Just if you're local in this area, don't forget, not next week, the week after, on the 27th, Joan Ranquette Animal Communication is going to be taking place here. It's a Wednesday night from 6 to 9. Early bird sign up discount, it's $50. If you're signing up and paying that day, it's $65. She is a well-known animal communicator, healer, and I am so honored to have her at the space here. So call the front desk to sign up, or you can sign up through our website. Alrighty, so I hope that you enjoyed today's live, and if you're catching this afterwards, I hope that it dropped in some encouragement and some excitement, and helping you with having some fun and getting active and being an active participant in the manifestation of your life. Okay, so someone has a question. If it's about the topic today, yes, because I'm going to close it out. All righty. A little skeptical here, but you're welcome, friends. And happy St. Patty's Day. Have a beautiful week. We've got lots of changes coming in this week, right? Changes. All right, so that's all we've got. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to be releasing the energy. So I thank Spirit for this opportunity for all of us to connect in this way. And if I don't see you in the physical, I will see you in the ethers and online. I'm releasing the energy. Have a beautiful, blessed day and week. And thank you so much, everybody. Namaste. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, friends. Thank you.